5 seconds. Start. Reply to the discussion on the Entertainment Tax Amendment Bill. The Finance Minister said, Mr. Speaker, sir, I did not expect so much of opposition to this simple bill. Many members have not spoken rightly on the main points of the bill but have spoken on the entire financial position of the state. I want to point out at the outset that it is not as if this tax was brought all of a sudden without any notice to the public. In my budget speech 4 months ago, a tax on cinemas was clearly mentioned. So, it is not as if it is brought forward without due consideration of the industry and the capacity of the cinema owners to pay the tax. Secondly, I would like to point out that no member has proved how the cinema industry will not be able to pay this tax. Whether the cinema proprietor is in a position to pay this tax or not is the relevant point that has to be considered, and no speech was made to prove that he was not in a position to pay this tax. Thirdly, one honorable member said that a deficit of rupees 4 crores was not a very great matter for a state like ours. But I may tell him that if this deficit is to occur in only 1 year, then perhaps the financial stability of the state may not be affected. But when it is going to be a recurring deficit, then we must take steps to cover the deficit. As there will be a recurring deficit, it is only right that we should impose this tax now when there is inflation in this country so that people may not grudge paying it. Of course, where there is depression, no government will think of imposing any tax. Fourthly, there is a difference between what was done last time when we enhanced the entertainment tax and this time, because this has nothing to do with the entertainment tax at all. Last time when the entertainment tax was increased, we said that a certain percentage of the cost of the ticket should be handed over to the government. So the cinema proprietors put up the price of the ticket and thus passed on the tax to the cinema goers. But now this has nothing to do with the tickets. The cinema proprietors to show me that they will not be in a position to pay this tax. It is said always that the rich man should be taxed and that the poor man should be left out. Here my proposal is to tax only the proprietors of the cinema theatres who are rich people. So the poor man is not touched. But yet there is a lot of opposition to this bill. It is unfortunate that this is so because the position is not clearly understood by many. This tax has nothing to do with the cinema goers or with the cinema tickets. It is the cinema proprietors who have to pay this tax out of their margin of profit. Lastly, the objection of certain honorable members was that the municipalities should be given a share in this tax. The main purpose of this bill is to cover the budget deficit. So, it is not possible to share it with anybody. It has to be taken entirely for state purpose for the time being till our financial position improves. So I request that the motion be passed. Letter from Dharma and Company, Kolkata, to the General Stores, Patna. Dear sirs, we are dealing in milk products. We feel that there is an excellent market in Bihar for our milk products, and we understand that you are a reputed firm there. We will be glad to know whether you are prepared to represent our firm there as sole agents, as there is great demand for our products in other markets. We believe that you will find no difficulty in introducing them in your state. In this connection, we will back your efforts in selling our products by an advertising campaign, a copy of which is enclosed, and at the same time we are prepared to consider your suggestions for improvement in this direction. We are further prepared to maintain at our cost a showroom under your supervision and control for the display of our products. We shall consider any other suggestion that you may be pleased to offer for promotion of our products. In case you accept the agency, we are willing to give you a commission of 15% on net sales. In addition, we undertake to reimburse all expenses that you may have to incur in connection with this representation. We hope and trust that this connection will prove mutually beneficial, and we will be glad to send you a formal agreement on hearing from you. We expect your early reply. Yours faithfully.
வெற்றி ஒன்றும் அடைய முடியாத இலக்குலாம் இல்லை. அவங்களால முடியும்னா நம்மளாலையும் முடியும். அவ்வளோதான்.